So I made a video just yesterday saying how the 5.2% interest that Trading 212 was providing is shortly going to come to an end because the Bank of England's rate is 5%. And just as I said that, I was trawling through the Trading 212 app as usual, and I got myself a notification saying that Trading 212 will reduce the Great British Pound interest from 5.2% to 5% from the 9th of September 2024. Now this is of course due to the fact that the central bank rates, the Bank of England rate, is 5% now, down from 5.2%. And if Trading 212 were to continue to provide 5.2% interest, they would be operating at a loss. In fact, they've given us 2 whole weeks of notice, and they would technically be operating at a loss to provide that 5.2% for those 2 weeks. As you know, the money is put into qualifying money market funds, and as the central bank rate decreases, this quickly comes into effect into those money market funds, and they drop their rates pretty fast, and they would have already dropped their rates. And Trading 212 is still providing 5.2% interest, which is much higher than any other instant access savings account, whether you're talking about banks, money market funds, or anything like that. If you would like to sign up to Trading 212 and receive a free fractional share worth up to £100, then all you have to do is use the link in the description down below. Alternatively, if you've signed up to Trading 212 within the past 10 days and haven't received a free share, what you can do is click the 3 horizontal line menu here, scroll down until you see the use promo code section over here. Once you're in this menu, all you have to do is use my personal code JUBAIR and you should receive a free share. Now, I'm always looking for a really good place to put my money that is easy access because, you know, an emergency fund has to be able to be accessed very quickly. I know this from previous experience when I put my emergency fund into something like premium bonds. It actually takes about 3 to 5 working days for it to come back into my account. So I can't really afford not to have things easy access, at least a decent portion of my emergency fund. So one bank account that I've really been enjoying over the past year has been Santander, which was giving 5.2% as an annual equivalent rate. And of course, if I had to choose between, you know, something like Santander or Trading 212, I would rather put it into Santander for 2 main reasons. One is the cash is protected by FSCS, and also the other is that because I use Trading 212 all the time, I want my cash to be completely separate from my investments. However, I've enjoyed 5.2% interest, but now it has dropped to 4.2%. You can see that the drops on these accounts are much higher than what Trading 212 is dropping them to. The other place that I do put some of my money, you know, for tax purposes is in Plum Interest. And as you can see, if I click here, they also have reduced drastically their interest rates down from 4.99% literally last time I checked to 4.31% because these money market funds quickly drop their interest rates in response to the Bank of England central rate. And as you can see, even 4.3% is quite good. You know, for me, changing all the time is quite a bit of a burden, and I'd rather sometimes take the hit on interest rates rather than continuously changing. And this is one thing that keeps consumers away from higher rates, is the fact that if you do want the most competitive interest rates, then you're probably going to have to switch bank providers and, you know, downloading a new app. However, that being said, 5% interest is going to be incredibly hard to beat with any instant access. So remember, the deposit amount, the minimum that you do have to put in to earn this amount of 5% effective from 9th of September is just £1. So essentially there's no minimums, there's no maximums. Bear in mind that, of course, if you are on your Trading 212 ISA account or your Trading 212 Invest account, as you can see, currently I am in my Trading 212 ISA account. If I drop down here, you can see this is my ISA allowance. You know, if this was a demo account or any other account, it wouldn't have my ISA allowance here. You can see if I go into interest on cash, currently getting 5.2%, but there is something to note here. That money is in qualifying money market funds, and the cash is not currently covered by the FSCS, which is the Financial Services Compensation Scheme, and they provide protection up to £85,000 per financial institution. If I go into my invest account here, as you can see, this is my invest account. I go into the menu and then click on interest on cash. You can also see this has the 5.2% interest, and also in the notifications you can see this applies to the Trading 212 invest account as well as the Trading 212 ISA. And if I go into the cash ISA menu here, you can see currently I have no money in the cash ISA as I prefer to have it in the stocks and shares ISA. You can also see that my current year's tax ISA allowance is gone, so I can't even put it into this account even if I wanted to. But what I wanted to show you is the notification is here too. You can see again the same notification from the 9th of September. The rates are going to drop from 5.2% to 5%, which in my opinion is a very small drop, and I'm very happy that Trading 212 are providing the same rate as the Bank of England's base rate. Remember, Trading 212 are most likely operating at a loss to provide the 5% because it is the same rate as a Bank of England, which means, you know, whatever money they put in customer deposits within an ISA, within a cash ISA, whatever, they're putting your money into something, they're going to have to get money from another place, so another institution. So the central bank rates govern what banks lend to each other. So if they're earning 5%, they're giving you 5%, they're losing money because there is administration fees, there's fees to pay out, bankroll, all sorts of other fees that I have no idea about because I just make videos on the internet. But it is nice to see that this is being subsidized by Trading 212. Most likely, you know, I'm just speculating here, but probably the CFD arm is funding for this. They're providing the most competitive interest on uninvested cash on any platform there is in the UK. Full stop. I've not seen any other broker provide anything similar because now it is pretty much my job to actually find out the best deals, keep up with investing apps. Here is the Lightyear app, and also you can't accuse me of being sponsored by Trading 212 as I'm mentioning so many other platforms. But anyway, Lightyear also has a very competitive amount that they give on uninvested cash. As you can currently see, I have no free cash, but if I go into this menu here, they are currently providing 4.25% on uninvested Great British pounds, 3% on euros, and 4.5% on dollars, which of course is a whole lot less than Trading 212 is providing. Just showing you this to be fully transparent, to show you that other providers do pay on uninvested cash. However, nothing is as close to what Trading 212 are currently providing and what they will be providing from the 9th of September. Make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next video.